Well, hello and welcome to the one outstanding game from match day 2 of the 2024 J-League season as Asian champions Urawa Reds face newly promoted Tokyo Verdy. Well, after both these sides lost their opening games last weekend, they find themselves lodged in the bottom 3 following yesterday's results. But given the early nature of things, today's winners will likely move into the top half of the table. Along with bottom of the table, Nagoya Grampus. They are the only 3 teams so far without a point on the board. The Urawa Reds have made a habit of slow starts, which probably has much to do with the 3-time Asian champions having not been Japanese champions since 2006. Last week's loss at Sanfrecce Hiroshima was their 3rd successive opening day defeat. Tokyo Verdy, though, came within a whisker of returning to the top flight with a significant win against Yokohama F. Marinos, the 2022 champions, until the concession of 2 late goals, and so now face another test against one of the J-League's blue ribbon clubs. Couldn't have been a tougher start for them with the Marinos, and now Urawa Reds in their opening 2 games. They travel to Cerezo Osaka next Saturday. Good atmosphere outside the tunnel here in the Saitama Stadium. A terrific arena, and they are desperate to see this club champions of Japan again. Have won the Asian Champions League 3 times since the last of those 5 Japanese titles in 2006. Their only title in the professional J-League era. Now, despite 15 years outside of the top flight, Tokyo Verdy are historically as well one of Japan's most decorated clubs, having been champions 7 times, Emperor's Cup winners 5 times, and the League Cup winners on 6 occasions. Like their host today, Verdy have been champions of Asia as well, when they lifted the Asian Club Championship, the forebearer of today's Champions League, back in 1987. They also won the first 2 J-League titles in 1993 and 1994 in their previous guise as Verdy Kawasaki. 2 sides then make their way out. Lovely conditions for football. Urawa Reds' defence of the Champions League has already come to an end. They were knocked out in the group stages. Failed to qualify for the competition again via their league position last season, finishing in 4th place. So all eyes on domestic matters in this campaign, and ending what will be an 18-year wait to be Japan's champions again. A sea of red, but plenty of support as well for the green of Tokyo Verdy. Just a short 30-kilometre journey from the capital to Saitama. Rocky Sakai there, just behind the last of the officials, the right back for Urawa Reds, such a key figure. 33 now. First home game of the season is always pretty special. Urawa Reds lost their opening 2 games in the 2023 campaign, but won their season opener at home last season. Well, Per Matthias Högmo goes with the same 11 that kicked off the season in Hiroshima last week. So 3 new signings: Samuel Gustafsson, Ryoma Watanabe and Thiago Santana all start again for the Reds. Brazilian Santana scored against Tokyo Verdy in J2 last season for former club Shimizu S-Pulse. He was also J1's leading goal scorer in 2022. The Swede Gustafsson is playing his first season in Japanese football. Rocky Sakai wearing the captain's armband for the still Asian champions. charge today, Akihiko Ikauchi, 40-year-old taking charge of his 128th top-flight match in Japanese football. Koki Morita, central midfielder, wears the armband for Tokyo Verdy, and there are your VAR and assistant VAR officials. Two changes for Tokyo Verdy from the opening weekend, both in the fullback positions. Kohei Yamakoshi replaces Tetsuyuki Inami at right back, while at left back, Daiki Fukazawa makes his first top-flight appearance for Hijiri Onaga. Fuki Yamada thought he'd won the game against Yokohama F. Marinos last weekend with Verdy's first top-flight goal for 15 years until their late collapse. Yamada, along with Tomoyo Miki and Yudai Kimura, are the new arrivals who start for the Greens. Tokyo Verdy boss Hiroshi Jofako, 62-year-olds, who took charge in June of 2022 and ended Tokyo Verdy's long wait for a return to the top flight. Per Mathias Høgmo, also a coach in his 60s. 64, the Norwegian took over in December from the Pole Massey Skorza, who resigned after a poor end to the campaign and a Champions League exit. Well, in 32 meetings, the Urawa Reds have won 16 to Verdy's 13, with just 3 drawn. So we get underway at the Saitama Stadium. Both these sides looking for their first points of the 2024 season. Not much to choose historically between the clubs, but in the last 10 meetings, Urawa Reds are unbeaten and they've won 9 of them. This is actually the first meeting between these two clubs since Emperor's Cup 1-0 win for Urawa Reds here in 2018. Early throw for the home side. Mathias Høgmo was talking before the game about how well organised Tokyo Verdy are and how close they came to upsetting Yokohama F. Marinos last weekend. Described them as a solid 4-4-2 who don't give much away. Reds on the ball almost immediately here. Cleared away though by Fukazawa. Flag up though. Natsuki Ito, central midfielder with 3 caps for Japan, 25-year-old. His appearance today moves him to within the 100 mark for Urawa Reds in the J-League. Sakai with the throw. Put in though by Fukuzawa. Watanabe. There's Høybråten to Schultz. Central defensive partnership remains the same, the Norwegian and the Dane, under the incoming Norwegian manager. Ito. Høybråten. Watanabe. Little flick by Koizumi. Too much on it from Watanabe for Sekine. Skorza was brought in to lead Urawa Reds to the J-League title, and then that long wait. Fell some way short though, finishing 4th, 14 points behind the eventual champions Vissel Kobe. Did claim the Champions League, but he only took over with Urawa Reds already in the final. There's Watanabe. A dreadful end to last season. They lost 8 of their last 12 in all competitions, including defeats in the Club World Cup in December. Fukazawa. MEIJI. Hayashi. Back from Yamakoshi. Taniguchi out to MEIJI. Kazawa. First real spell of possession for Tokyo Verdy. On again by Somino. It's very quickly taken. Kimura. Naturally start the campaign as one of the favourites to go back down. Tokyo Verdy, they were the lowest ranked team to win promotion, finishing third in the table. Promotion via the playoffs. Very nearly didn't make it though. Took a 96th minute equalizer from Itsuki Somino to earn a 1-1 draw with Shimazu S-Pulse. Tokyo Verdy then winning promotion as a result of that draw because they were placed higher in the table. Short for Watanabe. Yamada stepping in. Gustafsson. Well played by the Swede. He spent a fair deal of time playing in Italy. Gustafsson played for Cremonese, Torino, Perugia, Verona, amongst others. Signed though directly from Swedish football, where he'd returned to play with Harken. Does have plenty of J1 experience. Hiroshi Jofaku led Sanfrecce Hiroshima to the runners-up spot in 2018, which was that club's best finish since winning the title in 2015. Run by Gustafsson, gets the cross in. Too much height on it though. Kazawa just sees it out for the throw. Tokyo Verdy arrive here 17 unbeaten away from home. So majority of those matches played in the second tier. Last defeat, the 1-0 loss in Chiba away to Jeff United. It was back in April. It is their first away game in J1 since October 2008, where they drew 0-0 against Kyoto Sanga. Kazawa's header. Saito. Sakai. It's a free kick for Tokyo Verdy. Here now for Somino. Gets the cross in. Not too much purchase on it though. It's a free kick for Urawa Reds. Back to Nishikawa, who is blocked as he tried to clear it by Itsuki Somino. .37 now, Nishikawa. Featured in every league game last season. Been at the club for 10 years now, since joining from Sanfrecce Hiroshima. Ito. Gustafsson with the touch off to Schultz, now Høybråten. Watanabe. Just running out of pitch there, Mutsuo. Into the penalty area, but Taniguchi getting himself in the way, and now Tokyo Verdy can counter. Somino the intended target. Yeah, with Yudai Kimura this season, the player brought in on loan from Kyoto Sanga. 22, he struggled for regular games. Just 14 appearances for Kyoto Sanga. Here's Mutsuo. Let's go Mutsuo cutting in, but poor delivery. We've seen that from both sides early on. Makashi. Flit in by Schultz. Space for Kosuke Saito. Cut in and went for goal, but swiped it well wide in the end. Scored 4 goals in the promotion push last season, Saito. His first season with the club, having signed from Yokohama FC. On a bit of a run without a goal, though. He had a good spell where he scored 3 and 4 in June, July, but hasn't scored in 21 games now, Saito. It's a lovely touch by Sekine. This was a bit heavy, though, and Imakoshi heads it away. Miki. Good pressing from Urawa Reds. Matthias Ogmo was saying they need to improve their press, Urawa Reds. Touch off from Saito. Kazawa. Miki. Imakoshi to Morita. To the box to Somino, who helps it out to Saito. He was to be caught in 2 minds there, whether to go for goal or whether to deliver the cross. In the end, he did neither. Plenty of time and space to do what he wanted to do. I think he was trying to cross, but got it horribly wrong. Tokyo Verdy, a side whose squad is pretty much drawn from Japanese players. Matthias Vidotto, the goalkeeper, is the only player in the first team squad from outside of the country. The 30-year-old Brazilian. Schultz, Sakai. Thiago Santana looking to get on the end of that. Could prove to be a really clever signing for Urawa Reds, Thiago Santana. One of their problems last season was the centre-forward position. Jose Kante had a run of doing relatively well. Brian Linson was struggling for goals. Shinzo Kuroki, a mobile forward who's happy anywhere across the forward line, but not really an out-and-out centre-forward. Thiago Santana has a history of goals. His 14 a couple of seasons ago, seeing him as top scorer in a relegated side with Shimizu S-Pulse. And Schultz. Watanabe. Sakai. 13.5 minutes gone and neither goalkeeper tested as yet. A pensive start from both teams, as you may well expect from sides who lost their opening matches of the season. Especially so for Urawa Reds, who start every campaign with the hopes and expectations that there will be a title push. Well, it certainly hit the hands of Taniguchi. Accidental, though, nothing given. Mitsuo was pretty close to him. Flip forward towards Santana. Saito. Sakai. Doesn't see much of the ball so far. Thiago Santana, the Urawa Reds centre forward. Saito looking to release Kimura. Someno ahead of him. Held up by Kimura, who felt he was being fouled. Referee not interested. Høybråten into Gustafsson. Gustafsson, who won the Allsvenskan title in Sweden as well as the Swedish Cup during his time with Häcken. There's Høybråten. Watanabe stepping away from Yamada. Out by Yamakoshi. Gets it forward early to Someno. Shikawa well out of his goal though to sweep things up for Urawa Reds. Coming together with Høybråten and Kimura that the Tokyo Verdy forward wasn't at all happy with. Kazawa didn't see too much in it really, to be fair to Høybråten. Gustafsson. Schultz. Gustafsson. Sakai. Not seen any of those raiding forays forward from Hiroki Sakai that we're so used to seeing. Who spent nearly 10 years in European football, played for Hanover in Germany and Marseille in France. Sakai. Hayashi. Yamakoshi. Too much on it though for Yamada. It's Høybråten. Well, both teams awaiting their first points of the season. Urawa Reds have yet to score. Beaten 2-0 at Sanfrecce Hiroshima. Tokyo Verdy, who scored early against Yokohama F. Marinos and hung on until the 89th minute when they conceded the equalizer, and then again to lose the game a minute later. Someno's touch Played out by Morita. Kazawa. Taniguchi. Morita. Signs there of the Urawa Reds press. Now they go with Morita in possession. Here's Watanabe. Schultz. Watanabe found a small channel to run into. Matsuo after this. Deep delivery, and again, it's a poor delivery. Both teams have been guilty of that in the opening 20 minutes. Reds dominating the ball as expected at home. Tokyo Verdy look pretty solid. Matthias Vidotto, the goalkeeper, would certainly have expected to be slightly busier than he has been in the opening 20 minutes. There's an opportunity maybe for Matsuo, and there is a save for Matthias Vidotto. First one of the game from either goalkeeper. Well, that was more positive, more incisive from Urawa Reds. The chance really came as a mistake for Kazawa, giving possession away. Attacker Yusuke Matsuo having sight of the Tokyo Verdy goal. A comfortable save for Matthias. Corner for Urawa Reds. Gustavsson with it. Tapped in towards Thiago Santana, but the referee has spotted an infringement. It's a free kick for Tokyo Verdy. Hayashi. Need to lift Urawa Reds, really. That Matsuo chance hasn't really served as that as yet. Here's Saito. Sakai wins it. That's what they have to do, Tokyo Verdy. They have to make life difficult for opponents. They will start most games as underdogs this season. Saito. Kazawa with the delivery in. Matsuo foul, free kick for Urawa Reds. Much tougher task to survive in J1 this season. Remember, only Yokohama FC were relegated last season in an 18-team division. J1 back to 20 for this season. And the bottom three automatically go down. It's Morita. Tokyo Verdy and Urawa Reds both in that bottom three at kick-off, but won't be overly concerned. just one game gone. 2 for the rest of the division. Mitsuo just avoiding the corner. Mitsuo. Blocked by Morita. Did well to keep it in and deliver the ball as well. Morita has it back again. Kimura. Vicious effort. There was a bit of a deflection on that one as well. And the corner has been signalled. Deep delivery. Unable to get his head to it, and Urawa Reds looking for the counter now with Thiago Santana. He's going to have to go on his own though, has very little support. And in the end has to settle for a throw. Verdy get plenty of players back. Well, it might be the first home match this season for Urawa Reds, but they have lost their last 2 here in J1. They were beaten by Vissel Kobe by 2-1. They were pushing for the title. They also lost 3-2 to Avispa Fukuoka, the side who beat Urawa Reds in last season's Louvain J.League Cup final. Nishikawa. Now Schultz. Hoybraten. Gustafsson. Koizumi on to Matsuo. Tanabe with space to deliver. Again, bodies back though for Tokyo Verdy. There's very little space for Urawa Reds to utilise in and around the edge of that Tokyo Verdy penalty area. Well, there's a VAR discussion taking place. A potential handball, but the body is well behind the arm. Tomoya Miki. Well, this would be ridiculously harsh if this is given. Absolutely amazed if it was. Still, we await the outcome of the discussion. Nothing surprises you generally with VAR decisions. I mean, if his arm's not there, the ball hits the body, doesn't it? So I'm surprised they were even looking at it, really. Nishikawa clears it away. Koizumi. Kazawa back to Mateus Vidotto, who clears. Saito with the header on. Sakai has it back for Urawa Reds. Now Schultz. Ito. Blocked by Saito. Gets it back for another go. Clipped forward by Gustafsson to Sakai. That was a poor touch, though, from the Urawa Reds captain. Now Morita. Back to Mateus Vidotto. Taniguchi. By Saito. Matsuo. We've seen plenty of the ball, but hasn't had too much joy up against Yamakoshi, the Tokyo Verdy right back. Gustafsson. Watanabe. Matsuo does make the run in behind this time. Well covered though by Yamakoshi, and it's a corner for Urawa Reds. Matsuo, who's been playing in Belgium with Westerlo, 29 appearances in the Belgian top flight. Who began his career with Yokohama FC, the side who were relegated from J1 last season. Joined Urawa Reds in 2022 before being loaned to Westerlo. Gustafsson to deliver. 6 in there for Urawa Reds. Played short this time to Schultz. And Thiago Santana was about to shoot when it was taken away. Seems to have settled in immediately, Samuel Gustafsson, into that holding role in the Urawa Reds midfield. His debut last weekend in Hiroshima. Somino still has it. Saito was in the centre. Somino couldn't deliver though. Hoibraten and Watanabe doubling up on him. Yamakoshi wins it back though. Here's Somino. He tried to turn it into the box, but cleared away in the end by Hoibraten. Schultz can finally finish his headband readjustment. Centre back with an eye for goals. 7 goals in J1 last season. Scored 11 goals from the penalty spot in all competitions last season. Alexander Schultz. Here's Hoibraten. Tokyo Verdy's last J1 win, by the way, the 18th of October 2008. A 1-0 win at home to Omiya Ardea. Ito. It's been a long wait for one of Japan's historically successful clubs to be out of the spotlight. There's Watanabe. Space for Ito if they can switch it up, which they've done. Sakai now in space. Defender getting the block in. And a foul in the end on Taniguchi. It's a free kick to Tokyo Verdy. Better from Urawa Reds. They worked the opening well. First time really that Hiroki Sakai's been able to get forwards. That was the effort at the other end from Tomoya Miki. His second appearance for the club, signed from Jeff United. He scored 7 times in 41 appearances in J2 last season. When you consider they finished 12 points behind Makita Zalvia, the J2 champions. Level though with Jubilo Iwata, the other side to win promotion. Jeff United 2-1 in the semi-final of the playoffs, and then that 1-1 draw with Shimizu S-Pulse in the final. Shimizu S-Pulse, another club who feel they belong in the top flight. Condemned to another season, though, in the second tier. Schultz. Hoibraten. To see more dynamism, really, from Urawa Reds than we've seen in the opening 34 minutes here. Trip to Sapporo to face Consadole next weekend for Urawa Reds. It's never an easy game. It's the first of successive away games with Shonan Bellmare after that. Next home game here against Avispa Fukuoka, the side who keep getting the better of Urawa Reds of late, with that League Cup win and then the win here in the league towards the end of last season. Could be one of the dark horses to watch this season, Avispa Fukuoka, with that first major trophy in the bag. It's Somino. Kimura one way, Yamada the other. There's Morita. Open up for Miki, who tried to slide Morita back in. Somino wanted it played to feet. In the end, he split the two of them and gave the ball back to Urawa Reds. It's been a frustrating watch for both coaches, really, in the first half. When it comes to the final third, neither team have been anywhere near incisive enough. Mutsuo. Yeah, she takes it away. It's played into the penalty area that time towards Ito, who'd made the break from midfield. Well covered, though. It is a corner for Urawa Reds. Gustafsson to deliver again. It's gone right the way through everybody. Sakai feeling he was fouled. Ito. Sekine. From Watanabe. Sakai. Clipped into the penalty area by Watanabe. Again, Tokyo Verdy closing ranks quickly, though, and get the ball away. He hasn't seen anywhere near enough of the ball, Thiago Santana. Prolific goal scorer. Hasn't had a sniff. He's still awaiting his first Urawa Reds goal. 39 in 102 appearances in 3 years with Shimizu S-Pulse. '27 in 65 in the top flight with his former club. Somino. Bit of space now for Kazawa. Watanabe's header away. Yamada recycles it. Yamakoshi. Put it away by Schultz. Morita. Gustafsson heads that one clear for Urawa Reds. Taniguchi. Now Morita. Just for a second looked as though he got the right side of Sekine. What can they work here with 6 minutes left in the first half? First half from which they've been relatively unscathed, Tokyo Verdy. Vidotto forced into just that one save from Yusuke Mutsuo. Low delivery from Mickey, it's a poor one, but sliced behind again from Thiago Santana. Whipped across by Mickey this time, it's gone all the way through. It's the best delivery we've seen actually from a set piece. Makashi at the back post, and then Yamada unable to feed the ball back in. Lovely shape to the delivery, nice height as well to attack. Tokyo Verdy keeping on the pressure here. Toki Yamada with the corner. Deep in swinger this time. It's another corner off Ito. She with the initial header. Third successive corner for Tokyo Verdy in quick succession. Miki puts it into that danger zone again. Nishikawa not the most convincing in the Urawa Reds goal there. It's more the deep delivery, headed back by Yamakoshi. They're still struggling to get it away, and it's been turned into the net brilliantly by Yudai Kimura. And Tokyo Verdy take the lead just 3 minutes before half-time. In a game of few chances, Urawa Reds unable to successfully clear their lines from a succession of Tokyo Verdy corners, and how they've paid the price here. Great finish from Yudai Kimura. Nishikawa not convincing in the Urawa Reds goal. Kept changing his mind whether to come and claim the ball or whether to stay on his line. And in the end, it fell perfectly, and what a swivel hit from Yudai Kimura. Fires it home, we have a breakthrough. And the player on loan from Kyoto Sanga scores his first goal in the jersey of Tokyo Verdy. And a glum-looking Per Matthias Ugmo. It has not been good enough from his side in this first half. On the back of losing their opener in Hiroshima. Trail again, this time at home, to newly promoted Tokyo Verdy. Well, that's the first top-flight goal for Yudai Kimura. What is his 16th top-flight appearance? Just his second appearance for Tokyo Verdy. Since that loan move from Kyoto Sanga. And now Urawa Reds have it all to do. Nobody has managed to win their opening 2 games of the season. The top 6 are all locked together on 4 points. Urawa Reds expecting a win to move within a point of the early pace setters. Instead, heading for a second defeat. Here's Saito. They will have to massively improve in the second half, given that they've created precious little in the opening half. Here's Saito. Free kick for Tokyo Verdy. It won't take long for the pressure to mount on Hugmo, the Norwegian coach. Expect big things, Urawa Reds. Takahiro Sekine, the first player into the book. And they have achieved big things on the continental stage. But it is that J-League title that they covet, the 5-time champions of Japan. Not been champions for what will be 18 years at the end of this season. 2 minutes to be added on. Tokyo Verdy a goal up, as they were last weekend against Yokohama F. Marinos. Free kick by Miki, played straight into the hands though of Nishikawa. Here's Gustafsson. Ito. Sakai. Sekine. Once again under pressure, delivers a well below par cross. Gustafsson. Extra 4 games, of course, this season to decide what happens at the top and the bottom of the J-League. Here's Gustafsson. Three down, the top 2 into the Champions League Elite. Third is Champions League 2 group stage, the second tier competition now in the AFC. And the Emperor's Cup winners take the other Elite Champions League place. Well, he's got to find a cutting edge as per Matthias Hugmo. Game and a half into the season, and Urawa Reds have yet to score. And once more find themselves behind. Very few chances created by either team in that first half, but that spell of pressure from the corners from Tokyo Verdy proving the difference. And then Yudai Kimura turning and hitting his first goal for Tokyo Verdy, also his first top-flight goal, just 3 minutes before half-time. And Urawa Reds find themselves behind and under pressure again, and potentially facing a third straight J1 defeat. At half-time, it is Urawa Reds 0, Tokyo Verdy 1. Welcome back to the Saitama Stadium, where newly promoted Tokyo Verdy lead Urawa Reds by 1-0. Urawa Reds, at the end of the day, are still the Asian champions, despite the fact that they have gone out in the group stages in this season's competition. Tokyo Verdy looking for their first top flight win on their return after 15 years to the top flight. And this would be a significant scalp if they were able to take it. Goal 3 minutes before the break from Yudai Kimura, his first since joining on loan from Kyoto Sanga. Also his first top flight goal. And it is Tokyo Verdy who get the second half underway. They were in this position last weekend, leading against one of the leading lights of J1 in Yokohama F. Marinos, before they collapsed with those two late goals to suffer a sickening defeat on their return instead. This would go some way to making up for it, though. If they could hold out here is Thiago Santana. Against an Urawa Red side, a game and a half into the season, who have yet to score. Thiago Santana, well, that's his first shot on target. Comfortable gather for Matheus Vidotto, his Brazilian countryman. Mitsuo did finish second in their Champions League group, Urawa Reds. They failed to qualify as one of the 6 best second-place teams from the 8 groups. There were some 9 points, though, behind Pohang Steelers, the Korean side who won the group. They managed just 2 wins from their 6 group games. It was a somewhat poor defence of their 3rd Asian crown. Morita. Hayashi. Watanabe to Gustafsson. Well, the supporters are certainly doing their bit behind that Tokyo Verdy goal for Urawa Reds, and then they generally do. Towards Somino. Now Morita. He's won a lot of balls in that central area for Tokyo Verdy. Ahead of Hoybratton. Whistle's gone though. A strong start really to the second half of Urawa Reds. It's a really poor first half performance. As expected, they'd come out with all guns blazing after suffering that loss in Hiroshima last weekend to get their season up and running. Now they're on the back foot already. A free kick for Tokyo Verdy. Whipped into the danger zone, but too close to Nishikawa. Cool as you like from Matheus Vidotto. Flip from Gustafsson. Helped on by Ito. Now Sakai. Hoybratton. Now Watanabe. Schultz. Sakai made the run in behind, but into an offside position, so Schultz had to hold on to it. Here's Gustafsson. Now Sakai is in behind. Thiago Santana's in the centre. Tried to find the head of the Brazilian. He didn't do that, but the Brazilian headed it behind for a goal kick. Yeah, it was the last touch off Santana. It's just the kind of position he loves to be in, and they love to have him in, Hiroki Sakai. Getting in that pocket behind the opposite fullback. No changes from either side at half-time. Urawa Reds do have options. Shoya Nakajima, Toshiki Takahashi, and Shinzo Kuroki, the attacking options on the bench. Ken Iwao, central midfielder, who often parted Ito. Slight rejig of the midfield this season, though, for Urawa Reds. Ito and Iwao were the two holding midfielders. Punch away by Nishikawa. Matthias Ugmo, though, preferring to go with just the one holder, which is Gustafsson. Battling for the ball, Sekine, but didn't come up with it. It was a foul by Ito. Saito. Here's Miki. Swung in towards the head of Somino. Schultz did well. Thiago Santana after that one, foot in by Taniguchi. Here's Sakai. Touch off by Gustafsson. Here's Høybråten. Watanabe. It's a neat ball down the line to Takahiro Sekine. Matsuo and Sekine have swapped wings for the start of the second half. There's Schultz. Sekine now operating down the left. Foot in by Gustafsson. Here's Sakai. And Matsuo trying to get the cross in early, but Hayashi read it well and cleared it away for Tokyo Verdy. Just moved a tad too early and was offsides. I've said this so many times at the start of J-League seasons, but don't really look like title contenders Urawa Reds on this performance, which has carried on really from the end of last season despite the change of coach. There was a spell last season when the Champions League had been one that Massey Scorza really had this side running, got themselves right back into the title race before falling away again. Ball from Matheus Vidotto. Yamada. Header on by Somino. Reds throw. Solid header by Høybråten, the Norwegian. Now Somino has been busy in that forward line, trying to release Yamada. Somino again. Back from Morita. Yamada. Kimura. Yamakoshi. Couple of opportunities to deliver the ball in. They didn't do it though, kept possession instead. Morita. Played into Somino. Touch off from the centre forward and was hoping to get the ball back, but didn't. And the Urawa Reds get it away and can finally relieve a bit of that pressure. Clearly buoyed by that opening goal, they are continuing to grow in confidence, Tokyo Verdy. That's a foul on Gustafsson though. Kimura, the goal scorer, jumping into him. Høybråten. It's like the club has never recovered from that nightmare end to the 2007 season. The year after they won the title, they were odds on to win a second successive crown. 7 points ahead with only 4 games to go, but incredibly picked up just 2 points in their remaining 4 games. Lost at home to Kashima Antlers on the final day of the season, who leapfrogged them to claim the title. And they've never won it since, the Urawa Reds. First 2 seasons, by the way, when Tokyo Verdy, or Verdy Kawasaki as they were there, 93 and 94, winning the title. The Urawa Reds were bottom both seasons. And things have changed. Hayashi. Yamakoshi. Taniguchi. Morita unable to get his head to it. This is Høybråten. Ishikawa. Gustafsson. Gustafsson again. Free kick for Urawa Reds, who are having to scrap for every inch at the moment. Here's Ito. Sakai. Høybråten. Don't think it'll be too long before Permates Hogmo will be looking towards his bench. And there you go. Shinzo Kuroki looks as though one of those getting ready. It's getting the service to Thiago Santana that's been the problem for Urawa Reds. Hoping they've solved their centre-forward problem, but if you don't get the ball to him, you could have Erling Haaland up front and you'd still struggle. Slip through towards Yamada, who's got space. Couldn't get the shot away, but helps it on to Morita. He was well off balance in the end when he fired that one high and over. A move that Morita started by winning possession there. It was a poor finish from the Tokyo Verdy midfielder. Tanabe. It's another poor cross. How many of those have we seen from both sides, in fairness, but particularly from Urawa Reds? Sakai, Watanabe, Mutsuo, Sekine, all guilty of it. And all players capable of much, much better. Opportunity to make those changes now. Shinzo Kuroki is coming on. Sekine off. Santana off. And Koizumi off. Shinzo Kuroki is a more mobile forward. He will go looking for the ball perhaps more than Thiago Santana. Kaniwa will certainly offer more of a physical challenge in the centre than Koizumi. There is Iwa. Here's the free kick. Towards Kuroki. First challenge for the ball. Certainly not messing around with his substitutes, is he, Bergmo? Triple change. Thiago Santana will have to wait for his first goal in the shirt of Urawa Reds. Ohata. On to Kuroki. Iwa. Ohata. Just trying to feed the ball in, but it's blocked behind for a corner. To a player who can operate anywhere down the left side, more naturally a left back. Gustavsson with the corner again for Urawa Reds. They didn't have too much success with his first half set piece. And then straight into the hands of Matheus Vidotto. Taniguchi. Taniguchi again into Miki. Kazawa. Matheus Vidotto getting into a bit of a tight corner from Taniguchi, but kept his cool. Morita. Saito. Now Morita. A good game in those central areas. And there's Koki Morita. Makashi. Good ball into the centre. That was half a chance for Kimura. stays like this, Tokyo Verdy will be up to 13th with 3 points, just a point behind the leaders. Incredibly, after only 2 rounds, not a single team has 2 wins in the bag. There's Gustafsson. And it will be Urawa Reds and Nagoya Grampus, who've lost their opening 2 without scoring as well. As the bottom 2 sides in the table, you certainly will get good odds on that being the bottom 2 come the end of the season. Hayashi. What it would mean is that Tokyo Verdy would be a point above FC Tokyo in the table, who've drawn their opening games. So do they face on the 13th of April in the first top-flight Tokyo derby for 15 years. Yamada. It's whipped across into the area from Yamakoshi. We're into the last 25 minutes, and in truth, Tokyo Verdy look the more dangerous side when they get forward. It's been a really toothless display so far from the Asian champions. Corner for Tokyo Verdy. Just in front of their pocket of travelling supporters. Mitsuo's header, he's being fouled though. Free kick for Urawa Reds. Despite being out of this season's competition, they can still carry their Asian champions title until the competition is won again in May. Here's Hoy Bratton. Ohata. Terrific game at the back. Tanegachi along with Hayashi. Central pairing which went a long way to helping them win promotion last season. Morita. There's Miki. It's a really good system that actually, isn't it? Okay, you have your playoffs, but if it's a draw, the team that's higher in the table wins. No need for extra time and penalties, etc. On by Sakai. Fairer system as well. Yamakoshi. Hatter intercepting. And the free kick goes against him. He felt that he got the ball. Instead, he got a yellow card. Did go right through on Somino. Let's see. Well, it's one of those old-fashioned ones, isn't it? He got the ball, and he'd have got away with it 15 years ago, maybe. Not now. And that's a painful one on Somino as well. Takahiro Sekine, who was on a yellow card, and now he has one too. Ohata. Time getting away here from Urawa Reds, who have still yet to trouble Matheus Vidotto in the Tokyo Verdy goal. Great energy amongst the Verdy supporters. And Dreamland just being back in the top flight. Almost a generation of Tokyo Verdy fans now who don't remember top flight football, and the teenagers amongst their supporters. Mickey's ball in. Hatta got a foot to the ball. Mitsuo couldn't get there. Here's Yamada. Saito ran into trouble though. Sakai. Schultz to Hoibraten. Hatta. Sakai. Hoibraten. Now Iwao. Hatta. He's gone to left back. Just trying to see where Watanabe has gone. I think he may have gone over to the far side. Sakai wins the corner. And they've had plenty of set pieces in dangerous positions. To really make them count. Gustafsson plays this one in. Kuroki touching it on. Schultz got a foot to it. And then Ito wins another corner for Urawa Reds. Well, put in with plenty of power. Fourth change. Nosuke Matsuo being replaced by Shoya Nakajima. Tokyo Verdy making changes as well. Nakajima has just come on for Urawa Reds, by the way. Began his career with Tokyo Verdy, 6 goals in 29 appearances for them. Also played for FC Tokyo. All the way through there, though, for Ito. It's going to be a double change. Koki Morita, one of those to be replaced. Yuto Tsunashima is coming on. For Yamada is the other change. Here's Sakai. Sakai again with space, throwing a few more bodies forward now, Urawa Reds, as they have to, as we head towards the final quarter of an hour, and they still trail by a goal to nil. Looks as though solving that goal-scoring problem is going to be more difficult than simply signing Thiago Santana for Urawa Reds. Gustafsson. Header away by Hayashi. By Watanabe. Ito, Schultz with the ball in, too close to Matthias Vidotto. Sao Paulo-born goalkeeper couldn't have had a more comfortable afternoon, really. Fukazawa. Towards Saito, it's a throw for Urawa Reds. They really do need to start turning the screw here. Ohata. Nakajima. Now by Ohata, the whistle is gone. Tigerish in his play, Ohata, but he needs to be careful. He's already on a yellow card, remember. A little tug of the shirt. Haga getting a free one after the whistle. Under by Hayashi. Play by Hoibraten. Now Iwao. Kazawa across. Watanabe with the throw. Plenty of versatility in this Urawa Red squad, of that there's no doubt. Especially that from Watanabe. Started the game at left back, he's ending the game on the right wing. Schultz. Kuroki happy anywhere across the forward line as well. Sakai, Ewell, Gustafsson rolls it on, and that's a corner. Great vision from Gustafsson, but Ito seeing his delivery blocked away. Gustafsson with the corner. One in towards Kuroki. Oh, it fell to Sakai, who missed his kick. Here's Ito. Steered out towards Schultz. Ito. Just under 51,000, the official attendance at the Saitama Stadium today. Now one of the best, if not the best, supported club in Japan, Urawa Reds. Watanabe trying to clip it in behind for Sakai. Gustafsson the intended target. Here's Kuroki, taken down by Someno. I get the feeling at some stage he's going to be called upon to produce something. Matthias Vidotto. Nakajima, it's a better ball in. Nobody attacking it though, really, for Urawa Reds, and it in the end drifts harmlessly behind for a goal kick. Lovely shape to that cross, though, from Shoya Nakajima. And it's Alexander Schultz, the centre-back, who was the closest to getting on the end of it. Still nothing more than the routine for Matthias Vidotto to deal with. Alexander Schultz. Interesting that Gustafsson has stayed on corners from that far side since the introduction of Ken Ewell, who generally took most of the set pieces last season. More possession of Urawa Reds, but look at that, more than double the shots from Tokyo Verdy. This is certainly a much more concerning defeat than the loss at Sanfrecce Hiroshima, which is always going to be a difficult match to start the season away from home. The wise money would certainly have been on a home win here. Nakajima. Gustafsson. Of course, anyone can lose a game against a newly promoted club, but it's the manner of the performance that's been poor for Urawa Reds here. There's still time to change it. They're still creating precious little. Nakajima. Corner. Defended so well, Tokyo Verdy. But as the clock ticks on, last week will be very much in the back of their minds. And they conceded in the 89th and 90th minutes. An Anderson Lopez penalty followed by a Ken Matsubara goal just a minute later. Samuel Gustafsson ends his afternoon, replaced by Toshiki Takachiki. There's a forward for a holding midfielder. Takachiki getting out of jail. Best of clearances from Ohaga. Counter was still on. Another double change. Well, there's the goal. And at the moment, Tokyo Verdy just, what, 7 minutes plus stoppages away from a first top-flight win for 15 years. Saito and the goalscorer Kimura are off. Harder and Kawamura are 2 on to replace them. Just 23 years of age, making his second career appearance. Joined Tokyo Verdy straight from finishing university. And his career debut in the defeat to Marinos last weekend. Someno's header. Reds have made all 5 changes, 4 for Tokyo Verdy, so they still have 1 to play with. Here's Ohata, wins the throw. Schultz. It's a case of here we go again, isn't it, for Tokyo Verdy? Can they hold out this time? 1 up against one of the leading lights of the Japanese top flight. This will be a significant first victory back in the big time for Tokyo Verdy. If they can beat the reigning Asian champions, albeit the outgoing ones. Nakajima, Ohata. Now Schultz. Sakai. And they continue with this sideways and backwards keeping possession of our Reds. It really hasn't gotten them anywhere, and now 4 minutes away, plus stoppages from drawing a second blank in a row at the start of the season. Kuroki. And Kajima. Oh, that's fallen for Ohata! Great save from Matthäus Vidotto. And is that the big moment I was talking about? You had the feeling he was going to have a big save to make at some point, and that certainly falls into that category. Kajima's ball in again. Ohata, oh, is he taken down? The referee has whistled. Well, Ohata got his toe to the ball. Nakajima's ball in, and that is crazy defending. Kohei Yamakoshi catching Ohata. Wasn't looking at all, just took a swipe at the ball to clear it away, and wraps Ohata right across the shins. And the referee whistling immediately. Well, is it to be deja vu after all for Tokyo Verdy? It was a penalty, remember, in the 89th minute, dispatched by Anderson Lopez, that saw Marinos draw level. Referee in discussion with the VAR, and the discussion will be whether or not he did get a toe to that ball before catching Ohata, but I'll be amazed if that's overturned. And Alexander Schultz, normally dead-eyed from the penalty spot, 11 last season in all competitions. And for the second week in a row, in the dying embers of a match, Tokyo Verdy, leading 1-0 from a first-half goal, have conceded a penalty. 4 from his last 5 scored by the Danish defender. And this is to score Urawa Reds' first goal of the season, and tucks it into the corner. No mistake from Alexander Schultz. It is Urawa Reds 1, Tokyo Verdy 1, and Tokyo Verdy denied late on again. A significant victory against one of the top sides in J1. It's well placed. Matthäus Vidotto gets right, but Schultz converts the penalty in the 89th minute, the exact same minute that Anderson Lopez scored for Yokohama F. Marinos last weekend. Well, they couldn't, could they? Could Urawa Reds go and grab another one? Because mentally, that is a killer for Tokyo Verdy to suffer the same fate again. A penalty equalizer a minute from time. come Tokyo Verdy, though. Trying to remain on the front foot. Ito lays it forward, Kuroki is after it. Well, it would be super cruel now, wouldn't it, if Urawa Reds were to go and get a winner. Ohata. Høybråten. 6 minutes to be added on. Could be a long 6 minutes now for Tokyo Verdy. Not as long as the wait, though, for a top-flight victory. They were almost there last week. They were almost there today. But the 15-year wait continues. Nishikawa. Schultz wins the header. Well, he's certainly the man you want in that position, Alexander Schultz. First goal of the season for him, after he netted 7 in J1 last season. Tokazawa. Turning away well from Takahashi. Here's Sakai. Kuroki. Shielded the ball well, picks out Ohata. Certainly been a central figure since he came on, got himself yellow carded, and then wins the penalty. Just moments after Matheus Vidotto had made his first big save to keep Tokyo Verdy's lead intact. It's a poor ball in from Sakai. It's fair to say he's not had his best game in a Urawa Reds shirt. Somino. Kawamura wins the throw. Høybråten. Kuroki. Pulling Taniguchi out of the centre of that Tokyo Verdy defence, where he's played so well. Sakai. Ohata. We're heading for a third straight J-League defeat at home, Urawa Reds, if you include the end of last season when they were beaten in their last 2 home games. Høybråten to Schultz. Ito's ball in, header away by Hayashi. Given away by Nakajima. Somino. Somebody needs to get Tokyo Verdy upfield. They're getting deeper and deeper. It's not doing them any favours. Foul by Yamada. Nakajima. Down by Sakai. And hit first time, but well off target by Ken Ewell. He does have quite a strike on him. He doesn't score too many. Just 5 goals and 107 top-flight appearances for Ken Ewell. Two minutes to go. It's fallen kindly for Shinjo Kuroki. Too many in red in the penalty area, though. Nakashima. Given away that time, Ohata. Again, putting himself about in the penalty area. Høybråten. It's attack against defence now as Tokyo Verdy look to cling on for at least a point. Ewell. Ohata. Anywhere will do from Yamakoshi. We brought it under pressure from Somino, but back to Nishikawa. Schultz. One last chance, maybe, for Urawa Reds to grab a winner. Here's Schultz. Ohata. He's done enough since coming on to suggest he may well start next weekend. He tripped to Consadole Sapporo. Two away games to come. Difficult start, 3 away games in your opening 4 for Urawa Reds, which was all the more reason to make sure they got the job done here, but they haven't. Looks as though they've just about snatched a point. Yellow card for that challenge from Hiroki Sakai. Away by Schultz. Well, they could easily be sat on 6 points, Tokyo Verdy, but as it is, they're going to have just the point. After their opening 2 games, they came looking for their first top-flight win in 15 years. They don't have that, but they do have their first point. Big part played after coming on from Ohata, who won the penalty, which Schultz converted in the 89th minute to grab the draw for Urawa Reds, who are still looking for their first win of the season as they travel to Sapporo next weekend to take on Consadole. Tokyo Verdy, after the heartbreak against Yokohama F. Marinos last weekend, are denied late on again, this time by a Schultz penalty after Kimura had given them the lead on 42 minutes. Schultz penalty sharing the spoils. It has finished Urawa Reds 1, Tokyo Verdy 1. So a crowd of over 50,000 inside the Saitama Stadium won't have been overly impressed with what they've seen from Per Mateus Högmo's first home match in charge. The J1 struggles continue for the reigning Asian champions. Their first point in the bag won't serve to get them out of the early bottom 3 in the league table. They'll be 18th, Tokyo Verdy in 17th after the concession of that equalizer. And Tokyo Verdy travel to Cerezo Osaka next Saturday. Doesn't get any easier, does it? That's going to be a tough game for them as well. The side promoted via the playoffs, who finished 3rd in J2 last season. The suggestion was it's going to be a long, hard campaign. But they've shown their battling qualities and how well organised they are as they walk across to see the supporters who haven't travelled too far. It's about 40 minutes, 30-odd kilometres from Tokyo to Saitama. But I think they thought this time they would get across the line, because Urawa Reds are really struggling to create any significant chances in open play. Mateus Vidotto only had the one save to make until he faced the penalty, which Alexander Schultz put away. Some rash defending from Kohei Yamakoshi, not in keeping really with the way that Tokyo Verdy defended in the opening game against Marinos, as well as here against Urawa Reds. And one thing they have shown is that there'll be no pushovers this season on their top flight return, Tokyo Verdy.
ホーム開幕戦勝ち点1に終わりました。90分振り返っての感想からお願いします。
Yeah, it was not good enough. I think we tried to play, but they were quite tight, and we couldn't find the solutions. And